guys, we're all set. All right, good evening. It is Tuesday, August 15th, 6 p.m. I call this meeting of the North Brookfield Board of Selectmen to order. If you all rise and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. So we don't have minutes to approve. I will entertain a motion to approve payroll warrant number 14 for $286,056.62. CDBG warrant for fiscal year 21, 1005 for $36,568.56. General warrant number 1006 for $14,697.65. General warrant number 1007 for $329,162.69. And CDBG fiscal year 19 warrant number 1008 for $7,449.91.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Financial items. So last week, we voted to have a spending freeze due to the fact that this year's budget, well, the budget we're going to be working for at the end of the year is going to be worse than the one we just passed. At least that's the way it looks at the moment. So we voted on a spending freeze, and I have that memo here to read to everybody. It says, please be advised, due to the dire financial situation the town of North Brookfield finds itself in, the Board of Selectmen voted to establish a spending freeze effective immediately. Any discretionary spending over the limit of $100 must be approved by the Board of Selectmen at an on-camera meeting. Non-discretionary spending such as utility bills and anything already contracted doesn't need approval. Sheila LeBlanc will not be processing invoices for discretionary spending over $100 without approval of the Board of Selectmen. Please keep this in mind before placing any orders. You must receive permission from the board before making the purchase. So that's what we voted on last week. Do you have anything you want to discuss on that, or is that it?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
And you?
And we discussed the highway stuff with fuel and stuff, and is that not discretionary, or is that necessity? Their fuel, their parts and stuff, nothing they buy over there is under $100, pretty much.
Well, I'm sure
Other than,
fuel is a given,
yeah,
you know, as long as they're not, you know, joyriding. It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's their job. They need the fuel. You know, they blow out a tire, they need a tire, that's fine. But, you know, a transmission goes, or an
Yeah.
engine goes, that
Right.
needs to come
yeah,
here.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What about road materials?
To fix your pothole.
Well, that depends on, one, if we had it in a grant, or if we've already paid for it, I suppose. But if it's gonna be some, you know, big project, that should come to us.
Okay.
How about pothole stuff? Because a truckload of tar is more than $100.
Mm-hmm.
And if they gotta wait every 2 weeks to be okayed for that, I'm just saying.
Well, I think that with potholes, that we've got plenty of them, we can make a plan to figure out which ones we're gonna do, and go from there.
Yeah, and approve them all at once.
Yep.
If we know the road plan, then we approve it all at once, and then they've got work for weeks before the next approval.
Yep. That way we're not nickel and diming our budgets down to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. So now we have a spending request from the town collector. There's two items quoted here. One is number 10 white window envelopes. So what are these, boxes of 10?
Yeah, there's 10
10,000.
boxes.
10 boxes.
Yeah, and this is, from Masscore, they're the cheapest, or the least expensive, I should say, that we can get. It's like through the state. And she needs them to send out bills so that she can collect revenue.
And she
Alright.
sends out a lot. So, yes.
So if we don't give her the envelopes, we don't get the bill, right?
Right,
But then we also don't get the revenue as the town.
yeah,
I'll entertain a motion to approve this spending quote.
So,
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
All right. We have a one-day liquor license for Still Hearts, 47 Forest Street. It's gonna be on the premises, but in the parking lot, on September 16th from noon to 9 p.m. And it is a playground benefit, outdoor concert, food and alcohol will be outside. Approximate number in attendance, 200. And the applicant is Bill Leach, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the application for the one-day liquor license.
So,
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
Where is their parking lot?
Hmm?
Where is their parking lot?
It's behind,
Behind the building?
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool,
Yeah.
last year they come up with like 3,000, I think, or the year before.
nice.
All right, motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Brooke, would you read the,
Monthly reports?
yeah.
Sure. All right, this is North Brookfield Fire Department. We have received a couple of new applicants. They're being put through fireground training at this time. We've been very busy working on grants for the department along with grants for the station rebuild. Kickoff meeting was just held and the teams are now moving forward with the specifications and detailed drawings. We have received new DCR grant for new radio pockets for brush fire fighting. This grant is for $1,125. The fire truck replacement grant is for $285,000 from AFG. I'm sorry, that's still pending, and I was advised the department is still in the running. Fingers crossed. Training center has been getting some upgrades. The center continues to be very busy. The dive team has been training at the town beach. We're working on full development of a quick response dive team for the area. Fire prevention is conducting all fire alarm tests at the schools, and they continue to be very busy. Thank you for all the support of this department. Incidents are on the following pages. So incident type, this is for June. Building fires, 2. Medical assist and assist EMS crew, 4. Motor vehicle accidents with injuries, 3. Motor vehicle accidents with no injuries, 2. Electrical wiring equipment problem, 1. Attempted burning or legal action, 2. Cover assignment, standby, move up, 2. False alarm or false call, 2. CO detector activation due to malfunction, 1. Smoke detector activation, no fire, 3. And carbon monoxide detector activation, no carbon monoxide, 1. That's 23 total incidents.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the fire chief's report for June.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion?
No?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so next we have a
Sign that.
Parks and
Liquor license
Recreation
one? I didn't sign
report.
it. Sorry.
John, you wanna read that, or have Parks and Recreation?
Thank you.
Your call. Want me to do it, or Brendan's right here?
I'm asking you.
I'll do it.
Sorry about that.
As some time has passed since the
Absolutely.
creation and organization of the North Brookfield Parks and Rec Committee in May of this year, the committee is pleased to provide the board with an update on the progress and plans for the fiscal year 23-24. Shortly after the committee members were appointed by the board in May of this year, we held our first meeting, at which time committee assignments were voted and approved. The committee then set to work on future agenda priorities. These priorities include maintenance of the facilities and equipment, as well as removal, repair, and selective replacement of certain park elements. Other priorities have included making recommendations to the Select Board and Safety Committee regarding parking, the town beach, and developing a Parks and Rec policy. Through consultation and cooperation with the Select Board, we now have a comprehensive policy for the use of the town common. Though it has been a challenging summer with the unusually wet conditions, mowing and trimming of the grass has been done on a regular basis. The following is a partial list of the work done at the parks. Servicing the zero-turn mower, purchase and assembly of 5 new picnic tables for the common, demo of several old and unsafe picnic tables, removal of old deteriorating benches, repair of the fence along Grove Street, this work is ongoing, repair to the main ball field backstop, weed removal on Baseball Diamond, ongoing, minor work on the sheds on the Common and Town Forest Park, disassembly of and rebuilding with new wood 2 of the metal frame picnic tables at the Town Forest Park, trimming of overgrowth at the Town Forest Park picnic area. The following is a list of projects and the committee is aiming to complete by the spring of '24. At the Common, crack repair on the newer basketball courts, paint baseball scoreboard, add new benches, complete fence repair, staining and sealing of new picnic tables, add a paver base for the yellow storage box, move and upgrade the water fountain, remove damaged and unused backstop at the corner of Grove and North Common Street, remove old basketball court and blacktop. At the Town Forest Park, add a paver base for the memorial bench by the pond, rebuild the bridge over stream going to the pond, new or rebuild bench at the picnic area, work on parking area borders, add more gravel, tree removal next to the pond, it's damaging the bridge, clean debris from the pond, build a ramp access to the shed, pads for picnic tables, try to do some work towards completing the shed. The goals set forth are intended to create a clearer, more open common while setting the stage for future improvements. In addition to the above work, the committee will, with an eye to the future, intends on developing a master plan for the common. This will involve community input. We are currently working on ideas to accomplish this, which may include a survey, 1 or more public hearings and/or other means. The goal is to have a common that serves the needs of the community. A master plan for the common will also be beneficial when it comes to applying for grants. As a reminder, all of our meetings are posted and open to the public. Meetings are scheduled for the 1st and 3rd Thursday of the month at 6 p.m. in the town offices. Also, if anyone would like to volunteer to help on any projects, we would be very happy to have the help. To volunteer, please contact Tara Hayes at the town clerk's office or any member of the committee. In closing, I would like to thank all of the members of the Parks and Rec Committee for their hard work and dedication. I would also like to thank the Select Board for their patience and cooperation, as well as the Highway Department for removing all the extra demo material that has been created. Brandon Avery, Parks and Rec Chair.
Awesome.
I'll entertain a motion to accept the report from the Parks and Rec Committee.
So moved.
Second?
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
No, good job,
Oh,
fellas.
yeah,
Thank you,
it's
guys.
awesome.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, so we need to appoint a delegate and alternate. Do we just need the alternate? Or
Just
do
the
we-
alternate.
Just the alternate. So we need a select board member to be the alternate to the Central Mass Regional Planning Commission for fiscal year 2024. We do this every year. We appoint one of us as the alternate. Who's the
Delegate now?
the actual delegate? Yeah.
Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Thanks.
All right. All right, so who wants to do it?
I don't wanna do it. They do Zoom meetings and online stuff,
Oh, they do?
not into.
I'll do that.
I nominate you to do it.
All
You have
right.
to go once in a while, I think, but it isn't most of it on,
Yeah, the quarterly meetings are Zoom. They've been Zoom since COVID.
Yeah.
They're going to a hybrid, I guess, where you can go in person still, or do the Zoom. It's kind of up to you.
I have a harder
Yeah.
time getting to
Yeah.
meetings, but I can do Zoom.
As far as I know, they're going to be available on Zoom
Okay,
foreseeable future anyway.
if you're into zooming, have at it.
okay.
My question is, it's news to me that the member of the Board of Selectmen would be an alternate to CMRPC. There's usually an alternate
We've been doing that for years.
permitted or approved by the Board of Selectmen, but I didn't know it was a selectman itself to be an alternate.
Yeah, we've been doing it for years.
Well, I've been chair for the last 4 years, it's the first time I've heard of it.
Okay.
Well, planning board has a rep, which is Brandon.
Right. And then we recommended to your board to have me as the alternate, and I was approved a couple of meetings ago. So now we're gonna have 2 alternates, or I'll gladly resign as alternate and then be a Board of Selectmen.
Do they need one from the board of selectmen?
I always thought it was a Board of Selectmen member, but if it's not,
Well, this
and I don't,
lists Michelle Petritis,
Yeah, well, that's wrong, because he wasn't, well, I think Bill was right.
so I don't know.
I think we recommend and you appoint, I didn't know it was a member of your.
oh,
board
the alternate
specifically.
must be a resident of your community, that's the only,
Oh,
that's the
okay.
only qualification.
Okay, so who's the actual delegate? You?
Me.
So Brandon's a delegate.
And you're already, you're here to be the alternate?
When you read off the appointments at a meeting 3 or 4 meetings ago,
Yeah.
my name was on there as alternate.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's
All right.
right, I'm sorry, I forgot that. All right, so that's all set
I
then.
questioned it because Michelle was on there from the board of selectmen, and she's not, she was on the planning board.
Right, 'cause she was from the planning board going.
Correct,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yep. All right.
So it's Bill.
so it's Bill, so we
It's
don't
still
even have to
Bill.
worry about
There
it.
we go. Perfect.
Thank you, Bill.
Even better.
Okay. So we don't have to do anything with that then?
No, we don't.
All right, wonderful.
Done.
All right, we have a couple resignations here. Um, So this one here is from Donna Seguin. She was the director of the senior center. She says, please accept this as my resignation as director of the North Brookfield Senior Center, effective August 10th, 2023. It has been a decision that I have thought about for some time, and my decision can be discussed with any board members or town officials in private if need be. I need to maintain my mental health, so I needed to make this difficult decision. I have enjoyed so very much working with the seniors, and I know in my heart I made a difference here. In closing, thank you for the opportunity to work for your great town. Sincerely, Donna Seguin. So I'll entertain a motion to accept Donna's resignation from the senior center.
So,
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
Nope.
All right, all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
We have email from Kathy Crevier, says, please be advised that I hereby resign as a member of the Council on Aging. Very truly yours, Kathleen Crevier. So I'll entertain a motion to accept Kathleen Crevier's resignation from the COA.
So,
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
Nope.
Right, all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Okay. North Brookfield Emergency Management appointments. Where's Chris? Oh, all right. He gets past that.
He does.
All right. So Ann Adams and Chris Marinin have been serving as the interim director and assistant director,
Deputy Director,
deputy director
sorry.
of our emergency management. They've been doing a fantastic job. And we have been asked to address the fact that they're only interim and to move them to the permanent position. So I'll entertain a motion to appoint Ann Adams as the director and Chris Marin as the deputy director of emergency management.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
No?
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. Thank you for the
Nice,
work you do.
thank you.
They do a very good job keeping us updated on services as things happen during storms and whatnot, so thank you for what you're doing, and I think you still need to get sworn in again,
Okay. Yeah. I think
because you're
we
going
will.
from interim to, all right. All right, now we have this grant contract.
This is an ABEMA grant.
Oh, this is an ABEMA grant.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would you care to explain what it is?
Sure, this is the Emergency Management Performance Grant. FEMA awards these grants to departments throughout the country. We are allotted $2,500, I believe. So originally we were going to order radios, but that seemed to be kind of redundant. We don't really need more radios on scenes. That just creates too much of a headache. So what we decided to do is kind of spread the wealth a little bit. We're going to purchase a few things for the police department that they are in need of, a few things for the fire department, and then we are going to purchase a trauma kit for the shelter. And
Oh, good.
so once that gets awarded, we'll make those purchases and we'll give those to the various departments.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to sign the contract for this grant.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion?
It's just Jason here and.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have a quick question about that in regards to the spending freeze. Do you need us to submit what we're planning on purchasing and to get that signed off on since it's over the $100 limit?
If it's coming directly from a grant, then no.
Okay.
Two places for you to sign, on the front. She
Oh,
said,
yep.
On top of your name, and then on the next page.
And have you guys kept up on the generator up at the bunker up there?
That's a monthly thing. They come up and
It's functioning?
It runs monthly. They come up and service it yearly.
So it's, because when I first got on the board, it wasn't running, so I'm just asking.
I will double check and run a test on it myself to make sure.
Just to
but-
make sure. The
Yep.
battery was dead and there was no fuel.
Oh, jeez.
Can't-
No, the last time the power went out, I went up there and it was plugging away,
That was
so.
5 years ago, so somebody's apparently, I'm just asking, if somebody's keeping up on it, that's good.
All right. Anything else under new business?
Oh, I'm supposed to sign this side. This side.
Oh, that side? Oh, okay. Anything else under new business?
Not that I know of.
All right, public comment period. Oh, boy, she was first.
You wait? Okay, I just
Don't
want
fight over it, I'll let somebody else go.
bring people's attention to the Worcester Living Magazine Summer Edition, starting on page 24. There's a nice little write-up on small museums in the area.
Oh, nice.
Including the North Brookfield Historical Museum. So we have actually 3 photos in there, and everybody else just got 1, so I'm
Oh, congratulations.
pretty happy with that. And
That's good.
I know people don't read magazines very much, but if anybody gets a chance,
So Worcester Living,
it's published by the Telegram people.
wonderful,
So, yes.
thank you.
Nice.
That was nice.
Okay, good job. Excellent, it's great to get that PR, that's good. My name's Janice King from Rufus Putnam Road, and I'm back again looking to discuss Spectrum and broadband. And I wanted to put it in writing, I have a letter that I'd like to pass along. Just,
Do you want us to read it out loud, or?
no, I mean, as long as you read it. Let you have to read it out
We
loud.
can read it out loud if you want, and
Okay.
8 more people are gonna see it.
Welcome.
Okay, as a follow-up to last month's select board meeting that I attended,
Nice.
I'd like to request a meeting be scheduled with the Spectrum Corporation to review current needs of the town of North Brookfield and to discuss current contract the town has with Spectrum. Many residents continue to have serious difficulty accessing the internet with little or no connectivity, and we need to begin with a clear review of the status of service available for all residents and businesses. Our annual reports from Spectrum available as a question, and then Spectrum services in town for the past 5 years really need to be reviewed along with their plan for the next 5. Their monopoly of cable service in town comes with responsibilities to keep our residents informed, to be forthcoming to resolve these issues. I'd just like to offer my assistance to pursue, any additional support. Ashley's been working really hard, trying to make contacts, and I know you've all, had, coverage of this particular issue over the years, but I think it's gotten to the point where we really, you need, as residents of the town, we need to step up and help support you, and I offer that. So I'd be interested in any fact-finding to see what we can do.
All right. Well, we will take that under advisement and get back to you. But it'll probably be, if it's not the next meeting, we'll have something for the following meeting.
That's fine.
All right? You're welcome. Anybody else? Public comment period? Go ahead, Bill.
I think I'm a little late, because I think I understood you had a meeting with the safety committee, talking about Main Street and traffic and pedestrian flow. And-
Well, we didn't have a meeting with the safety committee. They had a meeting, and they
Okay.
sent us some recommendations, which I don't have in front of me right now.
Right.
Go ahead.
I just had a couple of suggestions, because I've heard one of them might be to eliminate part of the diagonal parking on Main Street. And that would be a critical loss for our downtown business area. And from my experience, I think we need more signage. There's a 25-mile-an-hour. I thought the speed limit was mainly 30 miles an hour, but I understand it's supposed to be 25 after you get up by Stats Restaurant all the way down to South Main, and then all partially down South Main. It's supposed to be 25 miles an hour. And there's only one sign up there by the optical company in Stats's, and there's no other signs along Main Street to tell people what the speed limit is in downtown.
We have the
So I think-
electronic one there.
You have the electronic one, right?
And there's one at
Yeah.
Stats.
Yep, and that's it.
Coming up the other way too, by Hannaford's is an electronic,
I think,
and a white one on Gilman Street.
It's a
but
public
those electronic signs tell you what you're doing. I'm not sure people understand what the speed limit is supposed to be. So if you're over or under,
Well, it
they
says
really
thank you
know.
when you do the speed limit.
Yeah.
When it hits it, it says
It's in
thank you.
green.
It says thank you, and it is.
Yeah.
You're going so fast, you'll never see it.
I think if you're within the right speed zone, it turns green, and then it's yellow, and then,
Okay.
Yeah, if you're flying, I think it's
It
red.
blinks.
If you're a little over, it's yellow,
Yeah.
and if you're in the green,
It says thank you.
yeah, it says thank you, yeah.
Going really fast, it says too fast.
Exclamation
Doesn't even give
point.
you a number.
But anyway, at about 5 o'clock, I was crossing the street to get to town offices from the opposite side in front of Cuddy's, and, a guy with a pickup truck and a boat, man, he was cruising through town, it had to be at least 35. And it just seemed to be, and then I observed last week down on South Main Street, somebody just left in front of the Verizon building, crossed double lines, and by the time they got down to Herrick's, he was probably doing 50, and he passed 2 cars over double lines. So I think there needs to be some more speed enforcement on Main Street and South Main to help with the safety issue.
But that could also go for pedestrians too. There's been quite a few times I've had pedestrians cross right in front of Subway or in front of the nail shop without
Yeah, nobody's,
even looking at the crosswalks.
yeah, nobody's careful anymore,
Yeah,
whether you're driving or.
yeah, it's all the way around. It's scary down there.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents, I was parking on School Street and crossing, and even when you're standing in that crosswalk, I can't tell you how many times
Oh, yeah.
cars have flown by. I've been in the middle of the sidewalk and someone's almost hit me maybe 5-6 times, so no matter where you cross, even if you are paying attention, you're very likely to have a near miss. Yeah.
Well, you can put a sign every 20 feet, and if the people aren't gonna read the sign, it's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
You know, we can put a sign on every telephone pole.
That's why we need enforcement, I think,
Well,
would be
sure,
the big
and
thing.
we've asked the police to sit, but they have one guy on staff a day, you know, per shift because they're on the staff. So that's all part of it too. You can't stick a guy in a cruiser sitting somewhere.
Right.
You know, we have 19 roads coming into town and one cruiser that can sit, you know.
It's hard.
And the state won't let us do part-timers anymore.
Yeah.
So we have to,
It's a shame.
we have to use full-timers.
I do think the Downtown Development Committee and the Safety Committee are gonna try and meet together to talk about some of those same issues. That's what EDC talked about at one of their last meetings, so.
Oh, also, the chief of police applied for, and I believe he will be getting, another flashing speed sign that's on a trailer that can be moved all throughout town, so it can go down on Elm Street, Hillsville, you know, there's a lot of trouble areas, so, hopefully we'll get that pretty soon. And I think there's a few other signs that he got, I don't know what they were, but the main thing was the movable flashing radar sign.
All right, anybody else? All right.
I got nothing to say.
Okay. All right, so we have a special town meeting, Tuesday, August 29th, at 7 PM. It'll be here in this room. That's at the police station. It is, there's gonna be 2 articles, and it's basically to change the wording on articles that were voted on at the last town meeting. So it doesn't change the article, it just changes the words, so the words are legal. All right, that's everything. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Safety, you do safety paper?
Yes.